away out the game, right? But yeah, this will be quite an exciting game. I think this draft is actually very creative from BetBoom to some degree, and yeah, can exploit Secret.
I love it. I absolutely love it. And for those of you who are just getting here, it is game number 2 of Secret versus BetBoom, as Secret did grab game number 1 very convincingly in a honestly very fun game to watch. So if you missed that one, definitely make sure to go back, you know, sometime later today and take a look at it. But for now, we've got some good Dota action coming forward. I got a question for you though, because this might be a little too crazy, but
okay.
What about the defusal into Orchid for the Lone Druid this game?
Could be worse. Oh, wait, no, it couldn't.
I think Pure has answered the question for you.
All right. I mean, it's a very good Orchid game, I feel like, but you're just like, there's not enough heroes that can build it, so.
Just in case you didn't see the Pure voice line, I think it's one of those items. I think Orchid's a very niche item. It's very cheap, only 3,400 gold. It can break a lot of games if purchased early enough, but with Naga going Manta, with the positioning of Lina, like Windrunner who likes to buy BKB second item, it could just be a little bit too late to have the big power spike.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like the only reason I thought about it potentially on the Lone Druid is because you don't really buy any other items, right? You just go 10 Iron Branches and then you just start buying core items. So it's like you might be able to get it to it a little bit quicker, but a lot of it's going to come down to how the lane plays out. If he doesn't have a, you know, stellar lane and doesn't get to this like Orb of Corrosion defusal timing, then we might see, you know, a little bit less impactful Lone Druid than maybe what we're used to.
We shall see. We shall see. Lanes, of course, we got Pure and Save in the bot lane. Puppey already showcasing the tankiness of Ogre, muscling up into that tag team. 6 armor.
Yeah, like I just got Bloodlust level 1. He's like, I'm just gonna hit people. It works out pretty well. He's gonna take a decent chunk of damage, but normally, I would say a lot of times you see people go for this Ignite early. How do you feel about like this Bloodlust versus Ignite?
I think it depends on if you can get the right clicks off or not. So I'm a little bit surprised, I guess, that Puppey did go for the Bloodlust. But I guess with Pure showing he had the power shot already, then it kind of enables him to go for it, right? Like if you see Windrunner walk to lane and use one Windrun, you're not leveling that spell, right? It's just a waste. Yeah. Because of the spell shown, then it does give a little bit of life to it. But I think getting as many points into Ignite as possible. Like if you hit level 6 and you have 3 points Ignite, your impact in the team fights when you're multicasting is very value. Like the burn damage, the duration, it really does pack a punch. And level 2 advantage is to BetBoom in the bot lane. Trying to kick down Crispus here.
Does have the stick Fairy Fire, so he's going to survive, but dude, they are so close to level 2 as well. And opening Wraith Fire Blast on the Wraith King never feels like exceptionally good because you want to start getting those Vamp skeleton stacks going. So without having any of those quite yet to work with, he's not going to have as much pressure. Top lane, there was some interesting, maybe like a miss micro, but Boom as well as Yamich ended up taking a good chunk of tower hits and lost a good chunk of their HP. They finally regen back up, but Nightfall having a great time with their 14-4. Almost perfect farm here on the Naga Siren.
Yeah, this is not really a lane that Lone Druid will, I guess, truly threaten. Naga has, of course, high armor, has the ability to just play the lane how she wants to. And the bear doesn't really have the best armor, right? 4 armor on the bear, so you get yourself to level 2 Riptide. That's going to be a 0 armor bear paired with the Enchantress. If he wants to go for Impedus, that is going to be quite disastrous, potentially, for this offlane. And I think that's where my fear comes in for Secret, where it's like, their Lone Druid lane is into a Naga, their Wraith King is not really going to ever threaten, so Windrunner should farm. And then Lina, of course, against Puck is a very traditional, you know, nuker matchup where they can just both equally farm up. The BetBoom should be winning 2 lanes, or at least winning 1 lane and just farming really nicely in the other 2.
Well, they get a nice grab onto Toronto Tokyo. The Blood Grenade is there, but no roots, so he will just walk away. What do you think is going to end up happening with this mid lane? It's the Lina versus Puck. Whoa, wait a minute. Top lane. Enchantress with a nice stomp. The root will catch the Snapfire. The cookie onto the other side as Yamich trying to get away. It's the Lotus. Still has the Fairy Fire in Toronto. Tokyo now in trouble. Will Boom get the root he needs? It doesn't look like it. He's a little bit afraid of Nightfall. They do have another Scatter Blast available in a moment, but won't use it. See, this Centaur actually was just chunking these heroes.
Yeah, both teams got to be so careful. Oh, Yamich, he's still in the area. Ooh. Ooh. Nah, that's the cookie for Logran. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toronto, he was holding his points on his, when he hit level 2. As soon as he hit level 3, he was like, okay, you know what? I can't just go double enchant. Start getting those level 5 creeps and start threatening the lane. Well, yes, it's very much BetBoom favored right now.
Oh, yeah.
BetBoom cores in the deep 20s.
Yeah, they're crushing all 3 lanes right now. And Jakiro in the bottom lane gets caught here. Tag team into the Wind Ranger. Very nice power shot to finish him off. And finally, the first blood comes out. Good stuff from Save and Pure there. Just taking advantage of the fact that the Wraith King walked away for a moment.
Yo, tag team plus ranged hero.
Yeah.
Quite a delight.
And universal ranged hero at that too. Always feels even that much better. Oh, Puppy looking to go for save here. I mean, he has shards, but can he outrun the ogre? I don't think so. It's going to be the skeletons that help secure the kill. So a little bit of a turnaround at least. Good TP from Puppy there.
Gotcha.
It'd be interesting to see if Pure wants to go for the Diffusal Blade build on Windrunner, especially into the Wraith King. Being a universal hero, right, you utilize the stats. You then also have the mana burn to punish the pre-shard Wraith King. On the flip side, knowing that you have a Naga, Siren, and Alina, who often like to hit more creeps, they might not do that. They got the nice Centaur stomp onto the Buck mid. Not in range though to follow up with the LSA, but already BetBoom trying to utilize one of the most aggressive support pairings in the game, Ench plus Tusk, as they rotate onto mid lane to secure. No rune, as Puppy stole it.
Yeah. That's a nice one to grab too. Like, denying that regen away is always fantastic. A lot of rotations came out for that rune too, actually. So maybe a little bit of breathing room here for Chrysalis in the bottom lane as he's managed to get to the 3rd point in the Vamp Spirit. And I'm not sure if you've caught his item build. This is no boots, just straight into the Blade Mail. Grabs himself the broadsword to start it off.
Oh, okay. Is this the Windrunner's gonna hit 6? I just want to make sure I can never die to her.
I was gonna ask if that's what it was. I was like, is this just because he's afraid of getting focus fired and doesn't want to die? Like, I had no idea. I couldn't think of anything else.
Like one play.
Oh, but Puppy with a nice little body block, but an equally as good shackle from Pure will get him the space he needs to get away. Net worth
kind of wrong though.
Yeah, right. It's like
I click on my carry, I see this, I'm like, ah, boys.
You're like, what? I mean, it is interesting though. Like, you can tank like like jungle creeps, and you know it does do a decent chunk of damage back. Like, it farms.
All right, I'm checking Pro Tracker. I'm trying to see if any other pro has done this in their pubs.
Uppy cut out once again by the shards, and a nice little snowball there to find the kill, but mid one comes in with a nice 2-hero coil. The focus fire coming through from Pure, trying to bring down the puck. He gets the shackle. It's a nice kill if they can get it. He does have a moment to buy him some space on the phase shift, but a well-timed power shot from Pure will secure that kill, and I mean, that's a huge win for the side of BetBoom.
Yeah, of course, Pocket's one of the heroes that wants to capitalize on those rotations, right? You want to TP in, get that coil, get a kill, then run back to mid. So making a rotation and dying. Meanwhile, Lina's just slowly just scaling from the mid lane. Not able to pressure the tower, of course. The 5-minute catapult died much earlier. 10-minute is not occurring yet, but yeah, Secret. Feeling the pressure of the farm right now. Down on CS, down on net worth, down on rotations. Both supports in mid tier. Further enable GPK, even Pure walks to the mid lane. It does look like he might be going for that diffusal, like I mentioned. He does have that rogue, and yep,
there it
he
is.
just queued it up now. So they are looking to fight in this window. These 4 heroes, we're going to be seeing a lot of them together.
Pure's going to TP back bottom. Hear me out. In this last engagement, mid one may not have died if he had a blade mill. Anyway, nice tower grabs there. Good
mate.
deny. Good deny.
Okay, so I checked the pubs, right? I don't think a single pro player in their pubs has gone for a naked blade mail into brown boots, right? So Chrysalis is doing some on-the-fly technology here. And, of course, we already mentioned against Focus Fight, it can be good. Against Lina, it can prevent her from wanting to free cast her spells. Often, though, because you're Wraith King, people kind of want to ignore you because you have 2 lives anyway. Puppy does go down. I think this item could be one we question in about 22 minutes time.
Exactly 22. All right, I'll write that down.
Yes.
Write it down, chat.
When the game concludes at 31 minutes and something seconds.
I see. I mean, I really like the way Toronto, Tokyo, and Save are playing the map right now. They are just holding hands, running around the map, finding anything and killing it. And it's working out pretty dang well for them so far.
I think...
What do you think about Chrysalis coming top? He's like, all right, we got to get something on the map here. So he comes top, summons the skeletons, going to meet up with his level 7 lone druid who has a defusal now. And I guess trying to find an exchange on the tower.
It's kind of how he needs to play now that he bought Blade Mail, right? Like, Boom has a diffusal blade, you have a Blade Mail and Chrysalis, right? You bought 2 very cheap and aggressive items, put them in the same lane, and start progressing the map. If you don't progress the map, that's when Naga will get to Manta style. We'll suddenly talk about like an Orchid, and the game will completely shift for a 4v5 where Naga's AFK to, the entirety of BetBoom's in play. This net worth is very much online. So I feel like Chrysalis, of course, you can't over-rotate on this hero. You need to find that balance, but I think you know push out one more lane top from Lone Druid, bring him to mid, take the mid tower, take the 2 most crucial towers in the game, and then open up for some plays to be made. When it's going to get shackled, no punch yet, only level 5 on save.
You will make it out of there. Did have a shield rune to work with as well, so quite,
Oh, they
quite
killed off
safe,
Toronto
but
Tokyo.
yeah, nice kill top lane. This is just the defusal. Toronto Tokyo, not quite level 6. He's actually 11 XP away, so very unfortunate for him. Did almost kill the Snapfire though with his summon creep, so still making stuff happen. A lot of stacks again here for the Wraith King. Look at this. Happy boy. This is why he bought the Blade Mail.
Maybe they misclicked. He wanted to play Spectre, and he was so adamant he wanted to play Spectre, he rushed Blade Mail.
I could see that. Maybe. Will he get the stack here on the Ancients? Oh, no, he's not gonna.
Then again, it was banned out, so that hypothesis has been... Actually, oh, maybe, yeah. You can't ban my Spectre, I'll be it.
Yeah.
The last secret.
This is
need
Spectre
to...
at home.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Don't worry. Mid one. Coils up the Enchantress. The Virtuous Dale goes down here to keep Toronto Tokyo alive, and seemingly it's enough. Okay. Well, mid one gets a little bit aggressive here, thinking that maybe this is going to net them an opening, but instead he gets caught by the focus fire, and mid one just goes down. That's the defusal, baby. Oh, Yamich almost sniped too.
But yeah, you can see BetBoom, they are beautifully utilizing their heroes right now, right? It's just pair them up together, itemize as cheaply as Secret want to do, and just make sure that you're in the face of your opponent. I think Chrysalis, he's been put in a position where if he tries to greed up, then of course he'll just be out of sync with his team, and he is, I think, doing the best he can in this type of game. I think Boom is taking a little bit more of a kind of a carry style priority in how he's been able to just AFK in his lane. He's not getting dragged around the map, but BetBoom, they're kind of relishing this type of gameplay. They're smoked up now using the Twin Gate. Maybe trying to kill off Boom, who's had quite a quiet game. No death yet.
It's such an easy find if they can get on top of him, and yeah, there it is. so dang fast. I mean, the Lone Druid hero does not have the armor to deal with 4 levels of Riptide already, so quite a good rotation. You were talking about how he's the one kind of getting some farm priority. Well, they recognize it and they remove him from the game.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Pure, he's not messing around. He's on Diffuser Blade into straight BKB. A lot of these Windrunner players, kind of, at least in the high-level pub scene, they're always like, oh, how can I push the limits? Can I continue doing this? I'm a universal hero, buy that extra damage item, that extra little bit of something. But yeah, straight BKB. Nightfall as well. 3 components away from the Orchid. Again, it's only like a 3,400 item, so we expect that in a couple, I'd say a couple minutes, probably about 5 minutes or so for that Naga Siren.
That's very true, and that is going to be even more difficult for the mid one's Puck to deal with, as he's already not having a great game. 0, 2, and 1, bottom of the net worth on the cores. And I mean, I don't think you can kill this Enchantress top lane. Puppy just goes down again, thanks to the rotations in from Save and Pure. They did commit the focus fire for it with tag teams, so you know, maybe a little bit unnecessary, but you know, why not? It's not that long of a cooldown on the focus fire anymore.
Yeah, and when the weird thing with this this one is like when we're looking at the drafts, it took me like a couple minutes when you were asking me about, oh, is BetBoom gonna win or not, to kind of like fully understand it. I did kind of eventually get to the point where I'm like, BetBoom's draft is just gonna kind of outplay Secret a little bit, and you can kind of see Secret struggling a lot now, right? It's like Puck wants heroes to do things so that she can come in and coil and enable them, right? And then use her Witchblade to get a couple kills here and there. That's not happening.
Yeah,
Snapfire wants heroes to enable her with more hisses. That's not happening. Ogre wants to amp up heroes of Bloodlust to get more right clicks. But neither of his kind of right clicking cores are tanky enough to really do that right now. So kind of every single hero that could maybe do something is also questioning if they really want to do that and break away from farming.
They're trying to find something here.
Game.
Okay,
Yeah.
Snowball comes out. And he goes right into the hands of the Puck. Nice coil catching too. They need to get this Lina, but he has a haste rune of all things. Focus Fire will take down the Snapfire as Pure is on the run. Gonna try and TP on out, and they don't have vision. Oh no. The first good-looking rotation there from Secret this game, and the only thing you get is a support.
That could have been just... It could have really... I wouldn't say opened up the game. I think they need a couple of those plays to get themselves truly back into it. But it would have been a good start to at least get one of those core kills.
Yeah. And what a haste rune to have. That just... getting GPK out of danger and back onto the other side of the map where he grabs an invis. So he's just going to be farming towards his Aghanim Scepter, which he actually, interesting enough, just has the Aether Lens Boots of Travel going for the Ags now. I think some people like will substitute the Kaya in there maybe as like a intermediate item before the Aghanim Scepter, but he just wants that burst damage right now. Bottom lane, Yamich. Ooh, he's so low, but yeah, will end up getting brought down to the burn damage from that Dragon Slave, so good find from GPK. They do see Save. Behind him is Pure, though. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, Pure is just baiting him, man. They know something's going on here. The snowball comes through. They really want the actual hero, and there it is, the Orchid reveal into the Focus Fire, and Lone Druid goes down. What a bait.
Quite the struggle. What can Secret do?
Radiant's top tower.
I mean, 7,000 deficit here at 18 minutes. Definitely not the highest we've seen, but with these heroes in this situation, it feels far worse.
Mm-hmm. It actually feels like... Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Farewell, Puppy.
That is going to be his 5th death here on the Ogre, as Pure is now godlike 9-0 mid lane. The coil with the Mortimer Kisses does finally connect to take down GPK. They will not grab the Enchantress, but maybe they can get Pure. This would be an even bigger kill, but he has the BKB available. Song of the Siren ready to go if they even need it. Chrysalis still does not have this Radiance to help out, so You get the Lina. That is at least something.
I think that is at least signs of life from Secret, right? The idea that BetBoom, with that momentum, with that advantage, they kill off an Ogre, their leader dies, and then it's like, wait a second, if they do sync up their spells, we can go down. I think the biggest way for Secret to fight right now is to isolate the heroes that don't have BKB, right? So go onto the Lina, even the Naga to some degree. A coil into Mortimer Kisses with any other source of damage, be it through the right clicks of the Wraith King or the Lone Druid, should be enough to get that kill. And in doing so, they now smoke up once again. The Radiance is complete on Crystallis.
Oh, they know. They know they're in Roche. And it looks like, are they going to stay in here? I mean, they have Song of the Siren, but the numbers are coming. Boom. We'll get the Fear. Do they get the right Naga Siren? The summons come out from Crystallis as Mid One's looking for these heroes on the backside. Gets a nice 2-hero pull, but the Orchid's going to catch him. And Mid One, he's in the wrong neighborhood. The Cookie comes out, stuns up 3, but the Song of the Siren from Nightfall will allow BetBoom to retreat as the double TPs will come through. The puck for the Tusk, but the big win is going to be this first Roche.
I did not expect that one.
That's the Radiance, man. They literally smoke on the Radiance, pick up and go straight to Roche. It works out.
Who would have thought Secret would get first Roshan in this game? I don't think a single person in Twitch chat was like, yeah, Secret's got that first Aegis, baby. Not a single one. But, alright. Never back down. Keep on looking. I think for Mid One, he does need to think about
Oh boy, Crystallis.
some defensive item. He can't just be dying to an Orchid every single time. And Crystallis.
Well, actually, Pure has to, yeah, it's like he has to BKB immediately. The Mortimer Kiss is coming out, just chewing through these back. Crystallis just crits down the Wind Ranger. Okay. A little bit overconfident. It's going to turn into 3 kills for Secrets.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
That Wind Ranger, I need to look at this death summary. That crit? Yeah, he just took a 360 damage crit to the face almost.
It's as if BetBoom struggle to like respect the kind of the we have one opportunity type comebacks, right? Teams do. Like we've seen it so many times, but BetBoom just hit their stride of farm, and in that relaxed nature, like the team that's behind is like, guys, if we get to this item, this is our smoke, this is our play, and they're super like fine-tuning that perfect fight. Whilst BetBoom kind of seem to go on autopilot. Like even here, right? They're jumping Crystallis, who has a Blade Mail. Again, now we're seeing the effect of the Blade Mail when on it instantly half HP. Yamich is in position. If Yamich isn't here, then sure, BetBoom probably can at least disengage on 2. Winona will still die, but that's a godlike streak as well. That's 900 gold going the way of Crystallis.
That's quite good.
That is such a blunder from BetBoom to give away the Aegis, to give away a godlike streak. For a Secret that was unable to make any moves, that was stuck in their own side of the map, kind of just farming under the fact that BetBoom had just crushed the lanes. 2 massive team errors have now given Secret just breathing room, like more time. And this is the type of game where Mid One, like if he can get to like Ags, Miona, BKB, this puck will be a big issue for this Naga Siren.
Yeah,
for Wraith King as well, right? Like he's got Radiance. If he gets an AC, the armor issues that we speak about for the Bear aren't going to be as prominent, and of course like Ags and Blink and all that down the line. So Secret, sure, they're not in a winning position yet, but they've suddenly gone from no real items and some hope to they're on the horizon.
Yeah, I mean, prior to that Roche attempt, they were just about 8,500 gold ahead. So it has been a very, very big swing back for Secret here at a crucial point in this game too, because it was getting to a point where maybe you worry like, okay, can we ever deal with this Naga Siren, or can we be able to actually catch this, Lina, who now has the Aghanim Scepter completed, previously did not, but top lane, Pure, going to go ahead and just BKB TP out. Nice play from him.
Yeah, it was very close as well. That Cookie nearly connected on him.
But AC is almost done. He's 600 gold away. And we're getting closer to the 25-minute mark as well, where a lot of Lone Druids just buy 5 Wraith Bands. So you're going to see like Lone Druid's armor effectively double here in a moment if he wants to go that route. Oh, the Fear into the Wind Ranger. The coil is there. He got the snowball. Nice save here from the moment, from the Tusk, but now they're going to be in so deep. He gets the blink out. Nicely done by Pure, as they're going to get the first life there of this Wraith King. Puppey silenced up from the Orchid. Nightfall able to help save him.
Radiant's bottom tower is
And
under attack.
Oh, nice orchid. Oh, it's Rift, sorry.
Enchantress will burn down. Really nice find. Good LSA there from GPK, but a cookie on forward to get on top of Nightfall. He needs the Song and the Siren. He will get it.
Tower is under attack.
Dude, this harpoon into Savage Roar is pretty sick, honestly.
I think the pressure that Secret's applying is also pretty sick, right? Like they are utilizing this Aegis, forcing BetBoom back on the map. That is the best thing that you can do against a Naga Siren, especially when you feel like you're in a slightly aggressive position. Force the Naga to not be behind your positioning, to get those illusions skipping the waves, and yeah, this net worth lead is very much stabilized. BetBoom, they are smoked up.
They're looking for the bear, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
they're looking for something. The game's kind of been against them now for like near 6 minutes.
Oh, they saw Puck show bottom for a second. Mid one. He's got to get out of here. The win. Yeah, there it is. An immediate Blink Walrus punch out from save. GPK with a follow-up. So rough there for the Puck, but he is going the build you were talking about. The Maelstrom is done, so we will eventually see that Mjolnir, Aghanim, Scepter, Puck become very scary.
Nightfall, of course, also trying to deal with the Radiance, going for that Bloodthorn. Will provide him True Strike when he, does connect onto his target. I think BetBoom, they are going to have some pretty good timings soon, right? It's the Bloodthorn on the Naga Siren. They got a BKB on the Lina. These two items will help out, and both the supports on BetBoom are going for a Midas.
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
You're having a good game, but we're falling behind. So both Tusk and Enchantress are trying to recover their own games just a little bit here. Because like this game, this one could go late. This could be one of those 60-minute classics.
Have you seen the double Lotus Orbs that's coming up from the supports of Secret? Like, Yamich rushed his immediately. Puppey picked up his Midas right away, and he's queued one up now for himself.
It's better
comes
than
in.
double
Nice.
AC, but here's
Coil
the
up
coil.
to 2. Mortimer kisses as well from downtown. They finish off the Enchantress here with one auto attack, and that will be a double kill for Chrysalis. Boom, looking for his harpoon grab. Will he get it? No, GPK with a nice LSA. Pure up onto the side here. He's looking for an open. They get vision for a moment. Oh, he blinked in place. He's got a BKB. The Fear is there. Nice LSA from GPK. The Shackle comes out as well. Pure should be able to escape. They pop the Reincarnation, but the Silence still catching him. Pure will finally pop the BKB, but the damage.
One more click.
Oh, he is so close to going down. Playing on a knife's edge.
I'll say it. Pure is having a rough tournament so far. From the Disperser no buyback yesterday to some of the shenanigans in the previous one to now the blinks as well. He's got to shake it off, So those post-TI blues are kind of hitting him still.
Yeah. If it wasn't, if it's not for GPK there hitting 2 really good Light Striker rays, he's 100% dead. So that is very, very, very close. Yeah, I want to see this. Like, it looked like he just straight blinked in place. Like normally you like double click it, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe it was on the wrong hotkey. I'll have to see if we get a vision of that. But yeah. Well, yeah.
For BetBoom, at least, it really is just a point of until the supports are tankier, if they get coiled into Monomer Kisses, they are going to go down. And like we mentioned it earlier, this is Secret's way into the game. You need Yamich and mid one to play the same game. You need them to find the same hero, be ready, and in sync. If they're out of sync, then suddenly the damage output from Secret will just diminish, and they'll have issues. And they're smoking up now. They don't have the Aghanims complete on Chrysalis yet, but of course, he's had the AC for some time. They are just looking to wrap around. Both high ground spots are warded though from BetBoom in the Radiant Triangle.
I think they saw the couriers. Yeah. Okay, they did. They saw some couriers going through. Bottom side? Mid one? Whew. He was trying to snatch the Wisdom Rune, ends up running into 2 heroes, gets out. Chrysalis, however, might be walking into save here, and Wraith Fire Blast from the high ground will connect. Obviously, Snowball will buy him a little bit of time. Has the blink to follow this one up. Lotus Orb's going to send him right back. Okay, here we go.
I'm coming.
Wraith Fire Blast not going to come out. Nice shackle on the backside.
They
We're getting a
found
whole
Lizard.
other fight. They've got Boom on the lone druid. He's got no mana to ult, but he gets the shackle, or the roots rather, and the immediate Song of the Siren out from Nightfall, as he does not want these heroes to chase him down. They'll just clean up the Naga Siren illusions, and Tusk will be the only casualty. Okay, I need the big brain analysis here. What is with these Lotus Orbs? 2 Lotus Orbs, one on each support.
So the entire toolkit of Naga is punished by any dispel, right? So she needs the Bloodthorn for True Strike to get through the evasion of the Radiance Burn. She also has Ensnare, so that's now removed. With Shackle from Windrunner, all her initiations are based on single target. Tusk as well with the Snowball. So I think there's a lot of, even like the Laguna from Lina, right? So all 4 heroes outside of Enchantress rely on single target spells that, if reflected back, could be quite game deciding, right? Like, oh, the Naga's instead herself, no Manta, or the Windrunner accidentally shackled herself because she didn't see it come in. So I think it's yeah, pretty high value.
They got a vision on Pure. The fear comes out into the root. They have the stun. Oh, that is not the direction you want to stun the bear. All right, I'll just
Wrong way.
recall it real quick, but it's all right.
Also on top of that, for both these supports, they like to buy sometimes mana boots for just early game. And then if you have the plate mail as well, you have the armor then to deal with the tag team Windrunner and Naga Siren, right? So it kind of has a double effect for everything I just mentioned, whilst also making you not go instantly to 0 from one set of right clicks.
Yeah, you don't get popped, essentially.
Yeah, you get popped, but like half a second later.
Nice.
Maybe a second later, but it's enough.
So Lone Druid did end up going back for the Wraith Bands, so he's got 4 on his hero at the moment. So sitting on a casual, I mean, in true form at least, a casual almost 50 armor. So that's pretty good.
This build's been around for some time. This is like what, a couple years now.
Yeah. I watched a lot of Gunner Lone Druid in my
I'd say it's a lot
time.
of Gunner, yeah.
And it's like literally the 25-minute mark would hit, and he'd have like 1,500 gold saved up, and he would just buy Wraith Bands like immediately and send them out. Like he would never like wait for another item. He would just send them out at 25 minutes exactly and have them on his hero.
Mid one needs to be careful.
Yeah.
Nightfall is doing the illusion bait on mid.
Oh, the blink. Wait a minute. Does he actually get out of this is the question. It's going to be pretty close. Orb, which way do you go to? Hits the coil onto the real Naga Siren. Can they actually chain stun him? The cookie forward. In comes Boone, but the BKB is there. The backside of the fight. They popped Wraith King's reincarnation already, and he is just dead. His Aghanim Scepter now props as the rest of BetBoom will be able to disengage. Nightfall, of course, with the Song of the Siren. Puts them all to sleep, but now they're looking for the Lone Druid. Puck goes in, gets caught by an LSA. The Laguna Blade is there. He trades for Pure, and that will be the Aegis, but Nightfall's got nothing left in the tank. He's just got a heart. Can they get on top of GPK? The BKB is going to buy him a little bit of time, but Nightfall is seemingly so tanky, but it's just Boom versus him. Puppy offering what support he can. The Lotus Orb going to reflect that snowball over to the Tusk, so your Lone Druid no longer in this fight, but a coil is available from mid one. And the Aghanim Scepter might be enough to help finish him off, and it finally is. A super long fight, but somehow ends up going the way of Secret, it seems.
It looks so good for BetBoom at the start, right? Like the fact that they kind of dragged half of Secret into the river, the rest of them were in the lane getting the kill on the Wraith King, but for BetBoom, when the Windrunner and the Lina, once they use their first round of spells, the Focus Fire, the Laguna, their damage output is heavily reduced, and that's where Lone Druid, at the end of the day, with all these Wraith Bands, with the Harpoon Diffusal, he's going to still be able to tear through over time. And Naga Siren, you click on her, you don't see a Naga that does damage, right? You see a Naga that kind of exists within the fight, right? She has the BKB, a heart, the Manta. Of course, Bloodthorn is her one big primary damage item right now, but these aren't the items to see hero kill hero, right? The fact that Puck was able to, under Orchid, still disengage, survive the initial round of right clicks. Of course, it was like half duration Orchid by the time Naga actually got to her, but still, I think BetBoom. They're still dancing around the fights, but damage is not really their friend. They need to try and find at least one more item now, I feel. And for Secret, be careful. You know, like this game, it's looking pretty good, but you got to be a little bit more grouped up. Like those type of opportunities, they could have hurt you if you didn't have Boom to pop off.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for mid one, man. He is very close to this Mjolnir as he will complete it now, and this coil is going to get scarier and scarier as this game goes on. It is just always going to be a threat now. Heroes like the Enchantress, it just completely ignores your untouchable. So you might even see Toronto. Oh my gosh, Toronto Tokyo. Okay, it gets very low there to do the Tormentor once again, but we'll be just fine in the end. Boom's queued up in MKB here on this lone druid, so he's definitely playing the like carry role as opposed to the Wraith King this game, it seems.
I'm sorry, boss. MKB's cool and stuff, but Puppy is going for the value play of buying Dagon.
I was gonna say I didn't even look. I was like, it's got to be a Dagon, right? Please be Dagon. Yes, let's go.
It's like
multicast.
He's hoping to RNG multicast onto the Naga illusions to instantly kill them off with a Dagon. I mean, Naga already doesn't do any damage with her build.
Wait, they see
I know if she
Pure
loses like 2, maybe 3 illusions to some Dagon, it could be quite devastating. Pure, he's on the high ground. He's going to be able to break the smoke. He actually blinked off just too early. He doesn't even know they're there.
He's got the coil. The BKB's going to buy him some time, and we'll get on out of there. So eventually, when you get the 25 talent, no, not going to be as easy, but nice little trade there, the BKB for that coil.
Boom, they are smoked up. They're trying to find something, but the only one in the area is Crystalis. He's
Pure
moving back
almost
to his
has
team,
axe.
so...
Radiant are scanning.
How do you feel about this Wind Ranger Aghanim Scepter, by the way?
It's going to be pretty useful for just the reduced damage rate taken, especially when like Lone Druid's hitting you. Nice to get in and out of the fight, but it's just, yeah, it's alright. I don't think there's any other item that you'd expect Winner to buy right now. It's not as if more damage will help her. She's already doing the damage in Focus Fire, so I think it's probably the best purchase she can make. Issue is their base is getting slapped in the bot lane, and they need to react.
Now, dude. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, backdoor protection for the moment. Nice Walrus Punch on the backside, looking for Puppy. The damage from the Impetus down to 40 HP, but will survive. Meanwhile, the Skeletons have done their work, man. Your whole lane of barracks is just gone. Chrysalis just jumps in here inside of these Naga Illusions with this Blade Mail, trying to buy him some space, but Punk's coil on the backside, baby! 3 go down! Pops the cheese, he's gonna survive. Mid one does the damage. Oh man, what a disaster. No buyback available for your Wind Ranger. They will fight Puck here in the mid lane. Mid one does get punished. His buyback is available. They're now looking for Nightfall. The cookie on in. He gets some vision of save there actually on the Tusk as well. But Reincarnation not available for 40, so he needs to get out of there. Boom is so tanky. Gets on top of GPK, but he's out of range. Can't auto attack.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
That Boom not really able to connect, right? I think Secret, they have one plan in mind and they're executing on it, right? They instantly get the bot lane. BetBoom aren't in position. Rax is taken. Sure, they scramble back out on the map and get a puck kill, but these aren't plays that are winning you a game.
Dude, it's like wild.
I'm just trying to see how BetBoom gets back into it. It's like I think they need Save and GPK to try and find a couple kills, try and get that numbers advantage so they can sweep across the map. They are in position bot lane to try and go for it. Heads up onto the Snapfire.
Ooh. It's not enough to save him. Nice snowball for the moment, but Boom is looking for his opening. The focus fire is out from Pure. The MKB is doing damage. Like the Lodra's taking almost no damage with all of this armor. Nightfall's going to come in to buy him some space. The cookie's over. Pure's forced to BKB. The damage is almost there to finish him off, but just barely survives. Boom
they can't even kill the bear.
Will lose the bear here. Potentially he does.
Okay.
Okay. Wait, the bear gets ghost form? Monka W.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. It's very cool tech.
I like that. I like that. I will.
And don't forget that you get bonus attack speed in that form. So
Yeah.
you finally kill off the bear, and it's like, now I'm even a stronger bear.
I'm not even at my final form. Dude, I was looking back at the puck play at the high, or like at the triangle over there, and it's like Nagasiren gets caught in the coil and just pops the mirror image and just dumps gasoline on the fire for his team by just creating so many more chain lightning procs. And you're just like, wait a minute.
BetBoom, they're smoked up. And the network is very even. Just the issue with BetBoom, just don't have the damage in this fight. It's Nightfall struggling immensely. Maybe if you can find some of the supports in the back lane, prevent Yamich from free casting his Mortimer Kisses, they might be in a better spot. And they're so close. Just a couple trees separate them.
Dude, you can probably smell the lizard that Snapfire's riding, right? Mortimer's gotta be able to be smelled through those trees. Toronto Tokyo on the high ground. Ooh, nice little sproink there to get away from that harpoon.
And Boom already had to resummon, so this is only the single bear they have for the fight. It's on cooldown for 55 seconds if they can kill it off.
Well, that's an immediate BKB out from GPK. Wraith King gonna lose his first life here, most likely, as he will tick down to that blade on the backside. Pure goes in, gets the kill onto the Snapfire.
They got the snap, yeah.
And there's Song of the Siren, the reset. Can they actually find their kill? They need this Wraith King. It's gonna be a really big kill if they can get him. But Nightfall in a rough spot as well, forced to BKB on the run. Reincarnation has been procced. He's gonna do what damage he can before he dies, but good find here. Toronto Tokyo is dumping out the damage, but he's almost out of mana. Boom's bear finally goes down. He's trying to TP on out. GPK finds him with the Hex. It's a disaster for Secret. They've lost 3. It's about to be a 4th. Puppy is the only survivor.
What a perfectly executed fight from BetBoom. Like, we're going into it, I'm like, okay, they need to find the Snapfire, and then like 2 seconds later, they found the Snapfire. They prevented the free casting spell. They also kite out the Lone Druid so he can't clear. Wraith King loses life instantly due to his aggressive position that he naturally has been doing the entire game. He doesn't have the BKB to be able to just brush off that second round of damage. So, yeah, I think BetBoom, they're now going to have a little bit of confidence as we enter the 40-minute mark of the game. They need to stop Snapfire from getting Mortimer Kisses off. They need to just kind of disjoint the positioning of Secret, and then they're going to be okay. Because Secret has dictated every fight, it feels like, for the last 20 minutes. And now BetBoom finally have just kind of found their footing in the game. Roshan is up. It will be the 3rd Roshan. Aghanim's is available. You would argue maybe Tusk could take it. It's probably the best option of the 5. He can then kick away the Wraith King if he wants to. It's like, mate, you're tanky, but off you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Aghanim's up there for the Nagasiren to be good, but I feel like he's eventually going to be able to farm to it. But yeah, I'm with you on this one. If it goes to Tusk, it's going to be so strong.
It's like one of those moments where, like, right now, BetBoom, they win the perfect fight, right? But imagine if Puck was level 25, where his coil goes through debuff immunity. Like, he coiled the Windrunner in the start of that engagement. So Pure, he kills off the snap, he runs through the coil with his BKB, snaps it instantly, doesn't get hit by the effect. So coil was just basically wasted, right? And
yeah, that's
where in a level and a half time, this type of fight from BetBoom, it won't be as easy. It will get harder. So, again, this game, it could last so long, because right now it's like, yes, BetBoom get this Aegis, but this is not an Aegis for BetBoom to suddenly, group everyone up and just walk down a lane, right? It's still quite a struggle to get there. Windrunner is holding on to the axe for now. You might want to give it to someone, boss. You've already got one.
He's gonna consume it and sell his own. The classic carry strategy.
Ruh-roh.
Nah,
I am surprised that we aren't seeing a BKB though from Secret, right? Like, against
I was gonna mention that
the
too.
nuisance factors of BetBoom. Like, yes, you could argue there's like the damage of focus fire. You'd rather have other items like the tankiness of armor or evasion stuff. But like, I think just like one BKB on Puck, like you've already got Axe Mjolnir, right? Like, that's your damage. If you finish your build with a BKB, suddenly you're soaking more of the fight for your team, right? But alas, we're not seeing that. Wraith King also has gone for the hyper-aggressive build of I exist and want to die, I buy Refresher and just keep soaking. So I think his lack of BKB, you could argue, right? But
It's fine, yeah.
they do need, like, I think it's only Puck you can actually buy it and feel good.
Yeah, I think with Wraith King, the fact that he is going back to the Refresher, like, warrants no BKB, right? Because it doesn't really do you a whole lot of good, like, stalling out the Refresher for that much longer.
Yeah, if he was going for, like, Swift Blink, AC, kind of Armlet Nessus style of play, then BKB, of course, is needed for his build. But as he's gone for Overwhelming Blink, Ags, AC, kind of an Aura style carry, then I think it does change up the narrative there a little bit. But
there's the other shard.
Yep.
Fetch is now available. I was wondering when this was going to show up. So your Batrider at home, essentially, as I like to refer to this one.
Radiant's middle tower.
I'm walking up to the high ground.
Dude, this bear is so scary, actually, with the Bloodlust, and he doesn't even have the Bloodlust attack speed, which I'm assuming he's going to take. GPK just goes in and tries to snipe him. Hello. They get the bear. And that is going to be a nice little pick off. Chrysalis is in a rough spot too, stuck inside the shards. They will force staff him up to the high ground and miss on that last impetus, so he will survive. But I mean, that's the resummon for 2 minutes. You got one bear.
Jesus Christ, GPK. He has Refresher, so he wants to go for the big player, but yeah, that would have been a way to win a game, right? No buyback is available in Lone Druid. If he just double Laguna gets the kill, but of course, boom. Quick to react there. Death by 1,000 cuts though. When BetBoom are in this position, they are going to be able to skip out all the waves. This is where Naga does excel.
Wait a minute. Do they? I mean, they don't have detection for this. Yeah, the bear. Oh no! Kicked all the way into the hands of BetBoom. Can he get it out of here? Just barely. It survives the coil. Can it bring down GPK? He's so low, but a song from Nightfall will just barely allow them to survive.
Okay, you know we had this BKB conversation. I'm throwing. We need one on the bear, boys.
We might need one on the bear. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we need one on the bear.
But first, Disperser.
Radiant are scanning.
We know what happens when you buy Disperser, right? Pure's already showcased how he's lost the game like a minute later, all right?
I mean, we need these level 25 talents for Secret as well. I mean, those are really, really, really important. Of course, Puck has his now, which we saw finally make a difference. It actually almost killed the Lina as a result. But Chrysalis getting his. I think most often people take the Mortal Strike cooldown. It's just such a good talent, but because he's going this like reincarnation build, you could maybe see him go the Wraith Fire Blast. We'll have to see. Puppy now has his 30 strength talent, so 4,500 HP ogre running around.
Like at this stage of the game, it's very difficult to pivot your build, right? For big items, because like right now, if you had a Wind Waker, you instantly remove Puck's aggression, right? Because you can just Wind Waker, break the coil, not get stunned, and you play it out. But as Lina goes for like Aetherlin's build rather than the Yours build, it's not as if at 46 minutes she goes, let me just upgrade my Yours real quick, right?
Yeah.
She's now upgrading her Blink, and it is unfortunate. It's so cool seeing like that quick, just I can buy X item to counter you, but yeah, it's just too expensive, so unlikely to see it unless the game goes much, much later.
Dude, the mid one's doing it as well. The Refresher, the double coil, dude. It's actually so sick. We'll see if we get to see it this game, but with how this game is going and the fact that we are 47 minutes in, a 14k gold lead for BetBoom, and they're the ones feeling on the back foot. It could go on for quite a while. All right, Puppy. He's just running with the level 1 Dagon, farming Naga illusions.
It is double Midas, right? Like he insta-kill creeps as well, so he can insta-kill creeps, he can Midas creeps, like he's got a heart, he's very tanky, 22 armor.
I mean, those illusions are 50 gold, man. That's like more than a creep.
Oh. If it was daytime, then of course Lina would be dead there, but nighttime vision helping out a lot.
Yeah.
All right, you know what? We're at a little stagnant point in the game. We only have like a 1 minute delay on stream, so I'm gonna pose a question to Twitch chat. Why not? Well, only one time. How long do you think this game's gonna last? I need predictions. When's the game ending, guys? 60 minutes, in 2 minutes, 80 minutes? I just want to know, you know, what your gut feeling is. How long are we going to be in this one for?
All right, if you think it's
Alright, now we
more
get back
than
to the
60
game.
minutes, give us a smile. Yeah,
Oh, no, I need numbers, man. I need
Oh,
numbers.
okay.
It's when we see that wall of numbers, it
hits the
that's good
dopamine.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different. Oh.
Dude, the way they're playing these portals, just going back and forth, keeping these side lanes pushed, or at least rather counter-cutting against the Naga Siren is definitely working, but they're set up quite well here in the mid lane.
Look at this wraparound.
Oh, the scan hits though. Oh,
Is under attack.
they run away. They're like, wait a minute. Toronto, Tokyo ready to tank the gank potentially if it were to come his way. Some good wards down as well.
Still looking.
Where are they going to find? Mid one, looking for an opening here.
Is under attack.
Does he get GBK? He doesn't get anyone. Toronto Tokyo on the backside manages to get away. He has his own BKB as well. Chrysalis trying to find an opening now as Nightfall running on in. Pure comes out with a BKB. The coil connects. Pure, he goes down. Buyback is available. Nightfall forced to BKB. He's going to escape. This puck is becoming an answer to these cores.
Has fallen.
Yeah.
You talked
25
about it,
talent.
man.
That's the timing. Yeah, it was kind of like a fake comeback, it felt like, for BetBoom, right? Like, they won this clutch fight around the Roshan pit because of puck not being 25, because they could run through it. And now, if mid one is in position, not getting picked off, he's going to be able to just unlock the fight for his team. He now has the bots too as well. He will be present in every single engagement. Like, the net worth is just not reflective of how strong Secret is. Can they find a way to just isolate this puck? And that is not a question you answer easily in Dota. That is often one of the hardest questions actually to answer in Dota. This is one of the most elusive heroes if in the right hands.
Trying to bring down the Wraith King. Puck goes in. Doesn't have the coil for 2 more seconds, so won't be able to find an opening there. I'd like to point out, Boom in true form has 74 armor.
All right, I'm going to make the call right now. If BetBoom want to win this game, I need to see Windrunner sell Diffusal Blade and purchase Wind Waker. Like, this refresher in his quick buy, I think is kind of irrelevant for the game. You know, like,
Yeah, just get rid of the
Standing,
boots and buy
I'm-
Wind Waker.
Radiant are scanning.
I just, there's Diffusal Blade, right? It's like you're 50 minutes into it, but I really think that standing your ground and A-clicking is probably not going to help, especially when Coil's clicking you as well, and there's an MKB. You just need to get away from it. You need to, you know, cut and run, but alas, we'll see if he does go for that build. BetBoom are smoked up again, and this time around, they're trying to maybe start the fight before Windrunner enters it, so then the coil is wasted earlier.
Oh, they kick in Puppy. This Ogre's taking the Lotus, is going to buy him some space, and they just take down the Tusk. Song of the Siren comes out. They're looking for where mid one gets the coil onto the Wind Ranger. The BKB is going to buy him some space, but that BKB is about to expire. The Wraith Fire Blast will catch him for the moment, but continuing to wind run away. They don't have the detection on top of him, and Nightfall's running as well. Mid one continuing the chase, gets really aggressive up on the high ground. They catch him with a Laguna. Double comes out.
Oh,
He's dead, man.
HP.
He does have the reincarnation for the moment, and Nightfall, he's going to survive. Dude, a huge turnaround here from BetBoom. They're getting hero after hero. Wraith King's reincarnation. He's got a refresher if he needs to use it, but Boom is in the wrong spot as well. Cookie on forward. Chrysalis goes in, but Windrun once again. They don't have the detection for Pure. Wraith King. Will he pop the refresher? I feel like he has to in a matter of seconds. He will pop it finally. He's looking to find some opening. They catch the Naga Siren on the backside, but they've got to get something. They get on top of Toronto Tokyo with a fear. Does Boom have the damage, but another snowball to buy them some space. Nightfall comes in, tries to get on top of the Wraith King. This is his final life with the help of GPK and LSA. On to do. The Laguna comes out. Can they bring down Nightfall though? He's so close. Yep. They will, but the cost is huge. Wraith King goes down. He's going to buy it back, and Lone Druid's going to join him in a second. Yamich in so deep as well. A blink forward from Save, blocking off Puppy. The 5,000 HP Ogre Magi will finally meet his end as BetBoom
I blow you a kiss.
get an absolute incredible fight.
Is under attack.
they're just getting a little bit outplayed in the fight. Let's be real, right? BetBoom, they just disengage the entire time, and the fight goes for so long. Like, the puck used coil very early on. Windrunner did not die. It was a coil by himself, so the Windrunner could just instantly break it, and now you're clear of the damage, right? And from that point, it's a lot of kite. It's snowball saves. It's the leap backs from the sprunks from the Enchantress, and then you have the Lina just fully resets, comes back into the fight after. Secret, they kind of overplayed their hand, and there's so much pressure on Mid1 to execute in these fights. He has been a menace for BetBoom, and one wrong coil and it really can just give BetBoom all the confidence to run through. Another Aegis, Cheese, and Ags available. And I got so baited as well because it was the double Laguna onto the puck, right? Yeah. And I thought he phase shifted the second one, and I was like giddy, and I realized he was just raking off it. But either way, I was like, I would have been so clutch. But yeah, GPK had Mid1's number in that fight. Here it is. Aegis goes the way of Windrunner. That also helps. Now he doesn't care about coil, right? He's got 2 lives. Who is taking this Aghanims? We've got...
It's got to be the Naga Siren, right? Like, but I mean, he's also got 8,200 gold, so who knows? Maybe
there's no BKBs. It doesn't really matter, right? Like, at 50 minutes in the game, you're not going to see Nightfall just reel it in, boys. Yeah. The game is up. No, you're not going to see that, right? So it's kind of... She'll take it, right? But I could have easily seen a pure take it, sell type shenanigans.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking as well.
Yeah.
He's
like,
just going to go for the
Ags, of course, and Ags. Like, the additional cast range is very nice, but I think this is like in the heat of the moment. Like, there's some moments where this could have been the game where it's like, you know what, let's play for the gold efficiency of it, right? But it doesn't happen. Windrunner currently also doesn't have buyback due to gold from Pure. What is the buyback status saying actually at this stage of the game? This is... So Wraith King also popped a buyback in that fight. He was very quick to do it. And Tusk, of course, used his buyback as well. So everyone has buyback other than Pure, who doesn't have the gold, and then Wraith King Tusk, who used it in that previous fight.
Yeah, he's really relying on the Aegis. I mean, they're just barreling down mid. They're going to say, all right, BetBoom, if you don't want to fight us, we will take your base so fast. So they're going to force them back. TPs are going to start coming through, I'd imagine. And here they come. GPK will be first as Mid1 is up on the high ground. I feel like he's got to be very careful. The Lotus is going to put him in a pretty rough spot here. As he is so deep into the enemy base. Gets the jump out, but there it is. He's just dead. Does he commit the coil onto anything? He does. He's got to try and find maybe some kills, but it's just not enough. Your puck's gone. 90 seconds.
So those Lotuses that we liked earlier in the game, what are we talking about them now? What are we saying?
Hey, they stopped the Walrus kick, though. Crappa.
True. Oh, he has buyback. That's at least something.
Yeah, they're going to be with buyback.
I'm just looking forward to
has a
seeing
Hex
about
queued up now,
70 I'm done's in a second. Oh, hold up.
True, actually. True. Hold on. Oh, no. Man. All right. It's now BetBoom's turn to enter the high ground as the kickback grabs the Wraith King. In comes Boom on this lone druid, and Wraith King's first life goes down. Of course, has the BKB and the refreshers available, but will he be able to get a chance to use? I mean, yeah, he will. Oh, so BKB for the moment, refresher comes out. They're wasting a lot of time. Snapfire just dies on the high ground to Pure. You need to get in and get a coil onto something, and he finally does, but it's just an Enchantress. It's not enough. The Song of the Siren protecting the team once again as the regen is just doing so much work. So you force 2 buybacks, you get Wraith King's ult, his double BKB, and his refresher for nothing.
Quite the game. We are 2.5 minutes away from the 60-minute mark as well. Tier 5 items. Is there really anything that can save Secret at this point? Maybe some like Mirror Shield on Puck could be helpful to just reflect that one spell. We'll talk about it if it gets there. Of course, BetBoom are currently just outside the base. They don't want to get to the 60-minute mark. They want to utilize that 27,000 gold lead. Well, we'll get the final 2 lane ranks.
Nice Lincolns will protect the bear, but once again, the snowball gonna send it into the enemy team as the hexes start coming through. The abyssal blades as well, Force Staff to try and save it, but it does go down. Does have a resummon available, gets on top of Pure. Okay, that was a lot of damage, but can they do it twice? They need to grab this. Oh, they do not. Coil completely whiffed. LSA catches the Wraith King. He does have his reincarnation available, but they want the Lone Druid Bear once again. Sent in with the Walrus kick. The Guna Blade comes out, and that's it. You got no Lone Druids. Bear. Nightfall with the Song and the Siren to sleep all 5 members of Secret. The opening. Where's it going to be? The LSA onto the puck doesn't connect. They get on top of Yamich. Toronto Tokyo with the BKB, trying to do what damage he can. Mid one on the backside gets his escape, but Chrysalis standing his ground for now. Has that reincarnation available, and Pure has got to be kind of careful. Able to get away for the moment thanks to the wind run, and Puck still waiting for an opening, but he might have gotten baited. Do they have a Hex? They have an Abyssal instead. The LSA to follow the cookie to the low ground. The Lotuses, the Lincoln Spears, they're trying to bail mid one out, but can it be done? It's not going to happen. Reincarnation will buy him some time, put some damage up, but that will be a dieback on your Puck or a dieback on the Tusk. Super worth it. They catch Yamich as well, but no more left in the tank to chase.
How can they fight with the Puck dead? That's my question I'm going to ask. And yep, the game's about to hit 60 minutes, and can Secret do it? They've got to try and do something. Maybe just give up the racks, or at least protect the Ancient and go for one last fight. But I feel like BetBoom, they should be able to see through this and just slowly siege.
I guess without the Tusk, they're like a little bit more afraid to try and jump to this Lone Druid. And I mean, it makes sense. This guy is incredibly tanky. It's going to be GPK essentially as the only source of real
buybacking
kill threat. But yeah, he buys back. They want to just end the game. They said, screw it. We don't need the 60-minute items. Just go for the base. Mega Creep secured BetBoom, trying to tie up this series, and it's looking like they might be able to. Tier 4s falling slowly but surely, as they do have one fortification left. We'll finally pop it. 30 seconds left on the Puck respawn. How do you stall to get this Puck back up? It's got to be the Wraith King, but oh, the Lone Druid, not again, man. He's gone. The resummon just came through. He buys a refresher, though.
Refresher, yes, yep.
So it could be a slight bait for the moment. As the final tier 4 will fall, the throne's exposed. He goes in with the bear onto the Naga Siren. The BKB's gonna buy him some space, but GPK's on the throne with Pure. They're gonna try and end the game right here and now, and they get it. Puck unable to get